All right, Coach, obviously not the result you wanted today. I guess what are your initial takeaways from what you saw today?
Great tournament for us. We found out a lot about our team on this tournament. Now we know what we got to do. We got to go back home and work on those things. But it was a great tournament for us. We played against a team that pressed us every possession in DePaul, played against a team that played us all zone in Vanderbilt, played against a team in Arizona that played a half-court, tough, tenacious half-court defense. All those things we're going to have in the Big Ten. So now we have good footage. Now we have footage to show our players how to execute. And so we're thankful for that. We're thankful for the opportunity to be here to play it. Now we just got to take the things that we got from the tournament and improve them in practice so we can be a better basketball team.
But this individual game, not exactly the performance you expected from your team, was it?
No, anytime you lose, you're not expecting that. We expect to win every time we walk on the court. That's the purpose of putting on our shoes and going on the basketball court. We expecting to win basketball. That's Rutgers basketball, is winning.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a thing about Rutgers basketball is improving and getting better. Like, I think one of our Final Four teams early on in the year, they lost to Duke by 40. But then regional championship, they beat Duke to go to the Final Four. So we understand the job, we understand the mission, and we understand what's in front of us. The good part about it is now we got things to show our team to say, okay, you got to do this right, you got to do this right. Even after last night's game, we came back and watched the game, and we said, where are you supposed to be? Why are you supposed to be here? If you're there, isn't that a layup? So they're still learning how to play the way we want to play, but we're glad now we can go back and talk about the footage and get better with it.
And, we talked about it on media day, talked about it in the beginning of the season, Coach, but, when you have so many new players coming in, you talked about learning how to play together. Spending 3 days, playing 3 games in 3 days, spending a lot of time down here in St. Thomas. How beneficial was that in terms of getting the team to gel?
This was, besides the Christmas break, this was great. What we got to think about is we haven't even got to midterms yet. Midterms is right before you get ready to go into Big Ten play. We're just in the first 1/4 part of our season. This footage right tonight and the games that we played earlier is going to be great for us. This tournament has been great for us because we got a chance to focus on basketball. And anytime you can just focus on basketball and you don't have to be in the classroom, so you can focus on the basketball aspect, you're going to get better. And so hopefully now when we go back, we'll be able to break down the film as coaches and then be able to talk to our players about this way you should have been, this way you should have been. Do you see this cut? And I think they will. I saw a group of players today when I talked to them in the locker room. They're hungry for it. And if they're hungry for it, they can get it.
One area of the game where that really stood out to me was, in the first half especially, there were times when it was a bit of a struggle to hold on to the basketball on the offensive side. What does your team need to improve on? What did you learn from this tape so far that you can take in going into what you describe as leading right up into Big Ten play?
We strengthened our offense in the second half. If you notice, we got to the rim a lot easier in the second half, because we started executing, getting the basketball to the spot on the court that we could get to the rim. In the first half, we tried to take advantage of their traps and make the long pass and try to get the ball on the inside. But that was too hard for our players to do, to make that pass. So in the second half, we said, okay, let's get it to the elbow. Let's get it in a 15 feet range, so when we catch it, they have to guard us. Now we can attack. We're not hitting outside shots. So if you're outside the three-point line, then you can back off of the person, and then you don't have an opportunity to get to the rim. But if you catch it at the free throw line, extend it 15 feet away from the rim, now you got to be respected. Now you can get to the basket. So we found that out about our group today, and everything we did, we came to that. And so I thought we had success with it.
And now, after playing 3 games in 3 days, and before that you played 5 games in 10 days to open up the season, you finally get 4 days off.
No, we don't.
Well, not off, I should say, but you don't play again until Wednesday.
Yeah, but we got to, because of the NCAA, we have to practice tomorrow. Because the NCAA won't allow the travel day to be a day off. So tomorrow is a travel day, so we have to practice here early in the morning so we can take Monday off, because you still got to take 1 day off a week. So we got to take Monday off and then practice on Tuesday and play a tough Pittsburgh team on Wednesday, and then come right back home and play Maryland on Sunday. So we'll be fine, but we'll get in the gym tomorrow morning and start executing and getting better, and we'll be okay.
Appreciate the time.